Welcome to Use It or Lose It, a series about math you probably learned and probably forgot. Today we're going to answer the question, does order actually matter when solving equations? Big picture, it can be helpful to think of solving equations by doing your order of operations backwards. So long as you're doing the same operation to each piece or each term on both sides of the equation, you can kind of do things in different orders. The main ways you can change the steps of solving a problem, we're going to stick with linear for today, is looking at grouping symbols and how you deal with them, and which side you choose to solve for x on. You can solve for x on either side. We're going to focus on grouping symbols today, specifically parentheses. If we're solving, like in the last video we talked about, solving usually you think reverse PEMDAS, reverse order of operations. The P in PEMDAS stands for parentheses. But what does it mean to focus on getting rid of the parentheses? You can actually get rid of parentheses in more than one way. If we go back to that equation from the last video, 2 times the quantity x plus 1 plus 10 all equals 0. Last time we technically got rid of the parentheses by multiplying the 2 in. From there we combined like terms, moved the number to the other side, divided, and got x equals -6. However, multiplying in the number that's in front of your parentheses isn't the only way to get rid of them. We can actually isolate the group inside the parentheses first. If we subtract the 10, and then divide by 2, we still get rid of the parentheses even though we're doing our math in a different order of steps. You could even decide to divide the 2 as your first step, as long as you do it to each piece of the expression. So you do it to the x plus 1, the 10, and the 0. You'll still get x equals -6 in all of these options. The only thing you couldn't do as your first step is subtract 1, because it's stuck inside the grouping symbol. Even though all of those first steps look different, they accomplish the same goal of getting rid of the parentheses. The grouping symbol, the +1, and the x are stuck inside. Mathematically, they're all equivalent ways to get rid of the parentheses as your first step, even though they look super different. This is why looking at math and thinking of each individual step as like a checklist doesn't always work. Because the nitty-grittiness of each equation, even if it's just linear ones that we're looking at, change. Suddenly your steps look totally different. So now you know. Sometimes you can take multiple paths in the same equation to get to the same answer. And if you're still curious about solving for x on both sides, don't worry, we're going to do that next. Remember, you might use it, you might lose it, but when you take the time to ask the right questions, math can be approachable, understandable, and unintimidating. Until next time.